What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another Hot Toys figure preview video. It's been a minute since I've done my last figure preview video. There hasn't been that many announcements by Hot Toys, but this week they did 3 new announcements, and obviously we are going to talk about the most exciting one of them all, which to me it is the new Deadpool battling version figure from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. This figure had pretty much already been spoiled by Hot Toys. I do remember them dropping a reel where Ryan Reynolds, who obviously plays Deadpool, had pretty much gotten the figure in person already. So I kind of would say that this figure is pretty much approved by him. This figure is supposed to represent that scene at the beginning of the movie where he's fighting all of those TVA soldiers or troops, whatever, and pretty much he gets a hold of Wolverine's skeleton with adamantium and metal, pretty much, and we see all those cool scenes where he uses his bones to pretty much beat up on all of the TVA soldiers. So one of the best entering scenes of any movie that I have ever seen. It was hilarious. It was funny. It was awesome. I really liked it a lot. It was brutal as well with all the blood and things like that. Just kind of showing at its full capacity the rated R movie that Deadpool and Wolverine is. So again, this figure was already expected, and I did want to go ahead and talk about everything that the figure comes with because it is very unique what it comes with. Also, the question is, was it necessary to do a second Deadpool figure, or could have all of this come with one figure? I will talk about that eventually throughout the video. Now, usually I like to wait till Sideshow drops the figure up for pre-order, but with these type of figures, I really don't like waiting. It's like I'm too excited that I need to talk about it with you guys as far as what we're getting and how cool and fun it is going to be to get this guy. So I did go ahead and go on Facebook, on Hot Toys' Facebook website, and I'm going to use their images to pretty much discuss the guy. And so for now, just note that there won't be any links to Sideshow. There is the opportunity of our SPP in it if you guys want to pre-order it eventually. And obviously the pricing, we wouldn't know yet how much he is going to cost. But pretty much this first images, it's everything that you need to know. The suit itself is completely dirty. It is super dirty, and it's supposed to be that way. With the fight scene, there's a mixture of blood, dirt, snow, everything that you can think of. It's even got some scratch marks from Wolverine's claws. To me, the suit itself is very well done. A lot of detailing into it. I would assume that it's the same suit as the Deadpool figure that we got for this movie, but obviously with the paint applications and weathering and dirt, applications that it has all over it. Obviously, we're gonna get the pieces of metal from Wolverine's skeleton. This again had already been also kind of hinted. And by the way, this is not the first set of Wolverine claws that we're seeing. So obviously, for those of you guys who are on Instagram and are collectors, you guys have to know that we basically had already another somebody else do a set of metal claws. In this, the name of the website is 6 Hero. So if you guys want to know who 6 Hero is, it is the same person who did the custom made Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with the damaged mask from Spider-Man 1. They pretty much do a lot of projects. I believe the name of the creator is Riley, and she pretty much does a fantastic job with these custom made figures, and she was pretty much the one that came up with the idea first. Obviously, I would assume that there was other people that did the same thing, but from my knowledge, she did pretty much create the whole skeleton set. It was amazing. I personally did not have the opportunity of purchasing it. I would have loved to, but let's just say that with money, it's not one of those things where I can just buy anything that I would want, right? But there was a lot of collectors that chose to pick up the set, and it was absolutely awesome. So I do want to at least give Riley a shout out, that since she was the one that first came up with the idea. Again, follow them on Instagram. Her website is 6 Kiro, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, for those of you guys who follow her. But again, so this is not a brand new idea by Hot Toys, but again, at the same time, this was expected. All of these pieces, from what I can tell, are going to be made out of plastic. Unfortunately, I don't show any die-cast logos, so I wouldn't be surprised if the whole skeleton is made out of plastic. To me, that is a big missed opportunity. I feel like us getting these type of unique pieces and accessories. It would have been nice had they made them out of die cast, and it would have been made a lot of sense since obviously the body is made out of metal or adamantium. So that to me, it is a big missed opportunity, but we'll go ahead and discuss more of these accessories once we can see the whole setup. So here, by the way, here's more pieces of the skeleton. So one thing that I will give them props for is the weathering. So there's a lot of dirt to it. Obviously, the bones are colored gray or kind of chromed. All of the weathering around the suit and the accessories is absolutely nice. It looks very well applied, and I really like it a lot. Again, that would probably be my only complaint. The fact that it seems that the bones are going to be made out of plastic instead of die cast. Again, I might be wrong about that, but I'm just going based on the logos. The fact usually whenever something is metal, they will include a die cast logo. I don't see it anywhere. But for those of you guys who know more than me about these things, please let me know if these things are made out of metal, because from what I'm seeing, they are going to be made out of plastic. And again, it's not a big issue, but I do believe it is a missed opportunity by Hot Toys. Again, just taking a look at the rest of the suit. Again, it is very nicely weathered. You guys can tell there's applications of black, white, brown, all of it is dirt, snow, everything. So I do believe they did a good job about that. And obviously, I want to talk about the new surprising head sculpt we have gotten for Ryan Reynolds. So this head sculpt, again, we had already seen it on that reel that Ryan Reynolds and Hot Toys posted. So we knew it was coming. But obviously, we still didn't know how it was going to look specifically. So this is our first look at it. I don't know if Hot Toys has ever released a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt before for Deadpool. I don't think they have. Please correct me if I'm wrong again. I've seen other third-party companies released it. I'll be 1,000% honest, and I mean this with all due respect. I don't think they've done really a good job of portraying Ryan Reynolds. I mean, they've done a decent job, but I don't think for me it was enough to purchase it, even if Hot Toys had not released this figure. But the head sculpt itself, as always, is made by JC Hong for the prototype. I follow him on Instagram. He always does a fantastic job with these head sculpts, and he did it again here with this one. This is an amazing head sculpt. I would pretty much go perfect, and the reason I say perfect is because of how hard it must have been to get this look. So all of the texture with the head sculpt, as you guys know, the head sculpt is completely burned of radiation, right? That's how pretty much Deadpool got his powers. It is completely burned, and again, to me, all of the texture, pretty much how the head sculpt is made, is perfect. I can see Ryan Reynolds from every single angle, I would say. The facial expression could have been better, maybe a smile, who knows, something, a smirk, whatever the case might be. I feel like the expression is a little bit too serious, but still in all, the head sculpt is great, and I'm glad to know that we're getting this option. So very happy to see that. It is going to have rotating eyeballs. That's something that we're already accustomed to. I don't know if it is a seamless head sculpt. I'm hoping that it is, but obviously we will have to see that once we get the figure in person. But so far, my thoughts are that the head sculpt is great. Pretty much I would say perfect, honestly. I really would say perfect. I really can't find anything that would have made it a lot better. Again, I'm saying the expression, but that's just kind of a quick thought. It's not really a complaint to me. So that looks really good, and very happy to know that we're getting that option with this figure specifically. Here's another picture of the head sculpt with more of his metal claws, including Wolverine's head or his skull, pretty much. So happy to know that is coming with the whole figure itself. And then this is another accessory that it's going to come with. So this reminds me a lot of Miles Morales' figure that we just did for Across the Spider-Verse. So we get a half Deadpool mask, half Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. I can see it's Ryan, like, to me, I can tell it's Ryan Reynolds from the bottom, and I do believe this is probably going to be sculpted this way, so there won't be any worries of anything falling out. This to me also is a perfect accessory. I love this accessory a lot, and it's going to really complicate things a lot for me, because I don't know how the hell am I going to pose this figure once I get it. I am really tempted to go with this because this looks really good, but at the same time, I don't want to let the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt go to waste. So I think for sure I'm not going to use the Deadpool mask, and the reason why is because we already have the regular Deadpool figure, so it would only make sense to pose it a different way. So it's either this one or it's the regular head sculpt. Please let me know in the comments which option you guys think is going to be better for the figure. For me personally, you guys can go with any. I think both of them are fantastic in every single way, but I am really a big fan of how well sculpted this one is. It looks really, really good, in all honesty. Just taking a look at more images, so we can just pretty much see Deadpool with all of the accessories, so the metal claws and braces pretty much that go on here, so it's supposed to be his wrist. The whole suit itself, as I mentioned before, is very nicely painted. It looks dirty, it looks weathered, and it's supposed to be that way. Again, it's the battling version. Would I have called it that? Was I in charge? I'm not sure. It's kind of weird to kind of put a name, on it. There's a lot of things that you guys can come up with. I could even say TVA version. I don't know. I think battling version is fine, I guess. I don't think it's a really bad name, but I think they could have probably come up with something more creative. But pretty much we can just keep taking a look at more images of Deadpool again. Oh, here's another thing too. So we also get a display base featuring the TVA doors. So again, that's how he comes into pretty much to this world where he tries to find Wolverine. So obviously the orange effect, which does have LED light up effect. I'm so happy about that. The flooring, you guys can tell, has snow and dirt on it, which is the way that it's supposed to be. We even get a small tree branch. So a very detailed display base. It doesn't seem to have a nameplate on it, and I'm totally fine with that. This is one of the best display bases, in all honesty, I've ever seen, because of how creative it is, and I guess what it represents throughout that scene. So I'm very happy that it includes this display base, and yeah, a great idea. And to know that it has LED light up effect, even better. So I wanted to talk about that. Again, just more images of Deadpool with other accessories. We can pretty much just keep skipping on. I pretty much have discussed the fact that these are very nicely weathered, but very sad to know that they're not made out of die cast. As far as accessories, it'll come with its regular blades and guns, I would assume. It doesn't seem to come with golden guns. I'm totally okay with that. The regular Deadpool head sculpt does not seem to have any additional lenses. I'm still okay with that, because this is supposed to be a unique version of Deadpool, and also it already comes with other accessories. So I'll pretty much just keep skipping on. These are just more images of the figure with all of its accessories that it comes with. Again, we've talked about the head sculpt. We talked about all three different possibilities that we're going to have to pose them, and all of its accessories and all the metal pieces that it's supposed to come with. Again, as I mentioned before, I do like the paint applications and how dirty the Wolverine's skeleton is. But again, for the 50th time, again, just a little bit disappointed that it's not going to be made out of die cast, which is what I think so far. I'm hoping that I'm wrong about that. So I'll go ahead and just keep skipping on to the images. So again, just the detail weathering effects, the separate rolling eyeballs for Ryan Reynolds' head sculpt, and pretty much this should be the last image. So I think we've pretty much covered everything. We talked about the three different versions. There is no deluxe version. It's just the whole figure on its own. It comes with his blades, knife, guns, all of the Wolverine's bones and claws, and part of the skeleton, which were included in that scene. The detail weathering effects, a lot of hand pieces, which I would assume are the same ones that we got for the other Deadpool figure, and then the LED light up function powered by USB, which is a display base that is going to come with the figure. So very, very thrilled about it. The question is, could they have made all of this into one figure with the other Deadpool figure that they did and just include the accessories? In all honesty, no. Number one, this is a battling version, so the suit is dirty. The other one is clean. Number two, this would have possibly been just like the super deluxe version, because there's way too many accessories. So I think at some point, I don't think Hot Toys can include that many things on a figure. So I'm totally fine with a second Deadpool being included. I think it has enough accessories where we have to purchase it. Number one, the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, the Wolverine's bones and claws accessories, the light up effect display base, and then this one, the half Deadpool, half Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. It has enough accessories where, to me, this is a must buy if you guys are big Deadpool fans. It's not one of those things where we're getting the same figure, but it only has one additional accessory. So to me, for sure, a must buy on this one. So again, I think I pretty much covered everything. Very, very excited about the figure so far. I really don't have any actual complaints. Again, we found a quick issue with the accessories and them not being die cast, and but that's pretty much it. Again, I can't think of anything else that could be wrong with the figure. I am really, really thrilled about it. I would assume that this guy is expected by mid 2026, probably end of 2026, but we'll see about it. Who knows? Maybe this guy is already expected now, since obviously it's a regular Deadpool figure, but just with weathering effects. So that is going to be it for this Deadpool figure preview video, battling version. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. I do apologize, I am not able to include a link to Sideshow since the figure is not up yet for pre-order. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about the figure specifically, and if you guys are going to be purchasing it, and also what are your full thoughts on all of the accessories that it comes with, especially the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. As always, I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel, and a reminder to like, comment, subscribe, and join for more figure previews as well as figure unboxings. Remember to turn on your notifications bell so that we are always updated anytime that I do drop a figure preview or a figure unboxing here on YouTube. So once again, everyone, I want to thank you all for joining me today on this Deadpool battling version figure preview, and I will see you next time.